Hey everybody, Spike here with Heartbreaker Relics. A few weeks ago, Randy, Kenneth, and myself were hunting arrowheads with Matthew Sullivan on a stream in Smith County, Mississippi, when Kenneth found a large fossil, which turned out to be kind of special. So, just jumping right into it, this is the story of that fossil.
And we're back with Kenneth. Just found that big piece of pottery that I found, and then Kenneth pulled this big son of a gun out. Big old vertebrae. Petrified vertebrae. But
not sure what
any of you folks that are fossil guys out there that watch, and you have any idea, it could be bison, it could be whale, we don't know. But if you got any ideas on this, leave us a comment. Thank you now. We'll be back.
Hold it. Let's back up. We sent some pictures of this fossil to James Starnes, who is a geologist for the state of Mississippi. He got back in touch and said he would love to see it and take some measurements. So we loaded up the fossil, took a road trip, and this is what we found out. This is turtle, isn't it, George?
It sure is, yeah. This is one of the marginal segments on the carapace of a sea turtle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what we're thinking of.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's going to be the age of that tooth.
I thought it was a rib.
That's like the ones we've got on.
This
Yeah.
bone is
Oh,
likely.
wow.
That's Pleistocene. is it
Yeah,
not?
yeah, that's from the Ice Age deposits,
Yeah.
the younger deposits along the leaf there. We keep talking every year about going and doing the leaf.
Every now and then something like this shows up, and we just there's only a few. Ice Age animals roam the whole state, but there's only a few places that they're actually preserved, and it really has to do with soil chemistry. And that narrow band of limestone that you see running across the central part of the state, those creeks that cut it, especially the Leaf, Tallahassee Creek, you end up with these Ice Age animals that show up in that narrow window. But I've never found one.
We get reports of them, every year.
Absolutely.
Mastodon, fossil horse. Jeff McCraw found a taper tooth not too long ago.
What do you think that is?
Um,
I think it's bison.
This might be giant ground sloth.
Okay.
We can take it downstairs and compare it to the skeleton. But it's either from the lower back or the base of the tail. It's one of those. So that's a pretty cool find. Yeah, so we're certain that there's no mammals roaming around today with that this could possibly belong to.
No. And that's,
And of course-
that's a neat find there.
Right, and so both of these are marine fossils. So these document a much older time period. As James said, the Oligocene epoch, on the order of 30-something million years ago. But this is on the order of tens of thousands of years ago, right here. So this guy right here might have seen a human.
Oh, cool. That's cool.
All right, Mr. George Phillips is going to tell us what this fossil is, and we'll let him describe it.
All right, fellas, I'm pretty impressed with this. It was a pretty easy ID. Well, here at the museum, we are fortunate to have several skeletons on display, and we've got the one that you need right here. What you've got here from your discovery is an Ice Age fossil, one of the tail vertebrae, or individual backbones, of Megalonyx, Jefferson's ground sloth. This was probably the most widespread of the giant ground sloths during the Pleistocene epoch, also known as the Ice Age. It was prolific throughout the forests of the eastern U.S. and even in the Great Plains, when the plains were occupied by forests. But it's a pretty impressive piece because it's so diagnostic. You can tell just by looking at it, this belongs to the center of the tail of this ground sloth.
That's fascinating, and it's cool.
I'm really impressed.
And we appreciate y'all's help. We really do.
You bet.
And this place, if y'all hadn't been up here to Jackson, Kenneth's been, Matthew's been, but if y'all hadn't been up here to the Museum of Natural Science in Jackson, you need to come see this place. This is, it's impressive.